Well, Honda Civic fans can rejoice because the car maker has showcased the all-new Civic here at the Auto Expo, and this car will be launched towards the end of this year or early 2019. Now, in terms of engine specs as well as diesel or petrol, this car will have both a diesel as well as a petrol powering it, and it will also have an automatic gearbox. In terms of looks, it really does look smashing on the outside, but we've already done a video with this car at the Tokyo Motor Show, and you can check that video out as well. But this car is of course the India spec version. This is exactly how the car will look when it is launched in India towards the end of this year or early in 2019. Now let's have a look at the interiors of the new Civic. Well, in terms of the cabin of the Civic, it is a futuristic looking cabin. It's a cabin which will remind you of the earlier Civic which was sold in India. And why is that? Well, just like the earlier car, this one also has a very futuristic design. It has a very spaceship-like design, and you will see that there is a central tunnel which runs across the cabin over here and separates both the passengers over here, so you do get a sense of sitting inside an airliner and the cockpit of an airliner, that is. Now, in terms of design language, as I said, it is a sporty cabin, and the materials also seem to be quite nice and at par with most other rivals, including the Hyundai Elantra as well as the Skoda Octavia. The seat comfort is phenomenal, and of course you get this touchscreen like device for the entertainment and all of the controls. And as I just said, it is a nice cabin to be in. It feels very posh, very upmarket and very premium as well. And as you can see, this car comes with a sunroof which will be standard in the features list of the new Civic when it goes on sale towards the end of this year. Well, now the seats on this car are truly very good in terms of comfort. The support for the under thighs is really very good. You get these bolsters on the side, and the support for the lower back also is absolutely spot on. You will also have plenty of cubby holes across the cabin. You get these two big bottle holders over here. There's also a big armrest which also has nice storage in it. The door bins are large enough for those big bottles, and even the glove box is a huge one. And even though this car's glove box isn't air cooled, you really shouldn't be blaming Honda for not giving you enough places for utility, because this car really is loaded with a lot of places to keep those knickknacks in. Well, here in the back seat of the new Civic, headroom, as you can see, is more than adequate for someone who is my height, but 6-footers, well, it should be quite okay for them also, because Honda has scooped out the roof at the back to give you that extra bit of headroom. Knee room also is more than adequate, and there's a little bit of place below the front seats where I can stretch my feet. Now, the seating on this car is decent, and you do sit pretty low, but the hip as well as the knee angle is pretty okay, so comfort is decent at the back. There is a bit of a lump in the floor panel, but it's not too broad, neither is it very tall, so whoever's sitting in the middle has enough place for his feet. Now, this particular car does not have AC vents at the back, but Honda might bring them into India when it officially launches this car later on towards the end of this year or early 2019. And as I just said, it is a nice place to be in. The ambience inside this cabin really is very good, and when you're sitting here in the back, you do look around and see that the dashboard up ahead really does look very modern, very futuristic, and gives you a sense of the technology that this car has on offer. Now, Honda has displayed this car with black or dark grey interiors, and that's probably the interior which will come, because a lot of upmarket as well as expensive car buyers, people who buy expensive cars, prefer these ones over the beige ones. So Honda might keep them and simply junk the beige of the earlier Civic that was launched way back in 2006.